Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody, let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. We got a lot to talk about. This is some crazy stuff, but I hope you guys are all doing well out there. Hope this show finds you in great spirits, as it should. Okay, we got some things to talk about this morning, this Sunday morning. Wow. And this is something that has been trending, or at least people have been talking about this very hard out here in these streets for the last couple days. And the thing is I was like, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to see what happens here. See how things transpire. And nothing has changed. Still the same thing. Still the same situation right now as we speak. There is a mayor missing. Honestly, this chica on the run. I'm going to keep it a buck. Okay, that's my assumption. I don't know about you guys, but that's where I stand. I think this woman is on the run. A mayor is on the run right now. Or, has not turned up. And I'm not saying like turned down for what? No. Throwing up gang signs and stuff. No, I'm saying she kicked rocks. She gone. Okay? She gone. That's just my personal opinion. We're going to find out soon enough, okay? But this mayor has a lot of explaining to do, and we got to talk about it a little bit today. And the reason why I'm talking about this is she's missing. She hasn't turned up. She is nowhere to be found. That kind of falls into that true crime realm too, right? The fact that this mayor is being accused of doing some very, very terrible things to her own city, to her own town, says a lot as well. It's absolutely crazy. We're going to talk about this here in just a minute. But please, first, hit that like button down below. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on other platforms. You know what to do. If you are watching on those other platforms, please be sure to crush that follow button on my Facebook, X/Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm on all of them. So show some love. Go over there. Crush it over there. Please and thank you. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button here on my main channel. Go on over to my secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. Show some love over there. Crush that subscribe button over there as well. If you want to support the channel even further, become a member. Hit that join button down below, baby. Please hit that join button down below. You know what I mean? These purple lights don't pay themselves, okay? They don't pay for themselves, so please show some love. Go over there. And of course, check out patreon.com/The Pascal Show if you want to support even further. And if you do want to support even that much further, please go check out PascalMerch.com. Again, PascalMerch.com. We got some really great hoodies, t-shirts, etc. I'm sure you're going to find something that you'll like over there as well. Okay, guys, we got to get into this. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. This is some crazy stuff, guys. And, like I said, this is still a developing story. This is still a developing situation, because right now, and I know I already said spoiler alert, but if you're not reading the title, then I don't know what to tell you, okay? Because the spoiler is already in the title, okay? This mayor, Tiffany Henyard, okay, who donned herself the title Super Mayor. Yeah, no, let's just let that sink in for a second. She is known as the Super Mayor. That's what she calls herself, right? She comes out of Dolton, Illinois. All right? Calls herself the Super Mayor. Well, she gone right now. She's missing. She has not turned up. She is nowhere to be found in reports because of some bombshell evidence that came out showing that she was misusing taxpayer dollars. $3.65 million in tax money misused improperly. Let me just use this right now. $3.65 million, y'all. That's a whole lot of quiche. And the thing is when it comes to Miss Henyard, okay, there were accusations about this woman in the past as well about her misusing money. Now, what's interesting is that as of late, as of the last, I think it was from on Friday, when things were unearthed, when things were exposed, where the former mayor of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot, actually was hired by the city, by the townspeople, to do a deep dive into how she was misusing this money. And the information out here is appalling. Extravagant vacations, money, thousands upon thousands of dollars spent on just Amazon alone. Okay? I mean, this is absolutely crazy, right? Now, of course, I'm doing very, very broad strokes here. We're going to get right into the nitty gritty here very shortly. But what they unearthed is that, of course, not only was she spending all this money, but of course, they want her to be held accountable for this stuff, for these accusations. And now, when it's time for her to step up and pay the piper, okay, or at least face the music, because maybe she won't be able to pay the piper because the 3.65 million, diggity damn, that's all gone, I'm sure. Okay, it's all in wigs and weaves and hair and makeup and clothes and all that stuff, and vacations and ridiculous security, which is absolutely insane as well. Okay, when they ask for her to show up and face the music, she has kicked rocks and disappeared. Now, some people are assuming, okay, she's hiding out because of the wave of backlash, right? The wild amount of anger, okay? Understandable amount of anger that is heading her way right now. Some have speculated that maybe something bad happened to her. A lot of other people, like myself, think that she just kicked rocks. Because let's be real, 3.65 million doll hairs. That's a lot of money. You don't think she put a little bit aside for herself? You know, some escape money, right? Rainy day money, just in case all hell breaks loose. You got people outside with pitchforks and torches outside your home. You know, an escape plan. You know for a fact she put some of this money to the side. Come on, y'all. Let's be real. $3.65 million. You're telling me that's just on security and new wigs? I guarantee you it's not. So let's get into this, guys. We got some things to look into, and this is crazy. This is crazy. I never, like, man, Illinois is having some things. They've been going through some situations lately, guys. Woo! Illinois going through some things, okay? But let's get into this article, all right? Like I said, this is absolutely crazy. And everybody and their mama, a lot of people are starting to talk about this case, about this situation, because it's not really a case yet. These are all there's just evidence that has been unearthed. There's accusations that are being laid out on Mayor Henyard, but nothing's been turned into a case as of yet. I have yet to hear anything about her facing any charges as of late. Now, I think the only way that they can actually put charges on her is if she's actually found, right? I mean, they could put charges on her, sure, but where is she? First and foremost. Okay. And from my understanding, too, this is going to be like a random, audible here that I'm going to say here really quick. It's kind of wild, but allegedly she changed the locks to a government building or something like that. I don't know, something crazy. Like they could not hold a specific, this particular hearing or this particular conference that they had with former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. They shut down, if I'm correct, or she changed the locks to, yes, the town hall. Like, what the hell? Who does that? Who actually does that, y'all? Why would she do that? Real talk, why would she do that? That's some wild stuff. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I saw this Friday night. I'm not kidding. I saw this Friday night. This article right here, okay, saying she's nowhere to be found. And at first I'm like, oh, maybe some evil dudes out here. You know what I mean? Maybe some wild evil dude. But I didn't finish reading the title. You feel me? And then I read the rest and I'm like, oh, yeah, she on the run. Oh, she kick rock. She running. And running. You know what I mean? She running out here. Okay. She a runner. She a track star. You know what I mean? She running. And probably with suitcases filled with money. just look for a woman running down the street. If you see dollars just kind of randomly flying out of suitcases, that be her. Okay? All right? Don't let that wig fool you. That change of wig fool you. That's her. Okay? So, let's get into this. This is crazy, all right? So she is nowhere to be found after reports reveal huge village debt. Do you realize how much she is screwing over her own people that she is leading? Do you understand that? It's crazy, okay? Crazy stuff, you know what I mean? So let's get into this, all right? Let us get right into this, all right? So a day after a report of a probe of the village's finances found suburban Dolton is more than 3.5 more, just to be more exact, $3.65 million in the red. All right. This is what their current mayor, Tiffany Henyard, the super mayor, has been accused of misusing taxpayer money. Now, let me just say something really quick. Okay, this is not called misusing. This is called stealing. Yes, I said it and I don't give a damn. This is called stealing. Misusing is just a very nice, like fluffy word of stealing. That is what it means. She stole this money. When you hear about the things that she bought, okay, she stole this money, y'all. This is not her out here just using it for whatever it may be. Oh, we have an event that we need to do. We have this we got to do, so on and so forth. No, this is not misusing. This is called stealing. Misusing, you could use for other situations, right? Okay, she used it for this event that maybe she didn't need to use that money for this event, so on and so forth. Misusing is very, it's a fleeting word, okay? It's a nice way of making it seem like she's not a crook, when in fact she is. And the fact that they say right there that Mayor Tiffany Henyard was nowhere to be found and is still, as we speak right now, nowhere to be found. In fact, there was a missing persons report made on her because she has not been found as of yet. To me, misuse is the wrong word, y'all. It's called stealing. You know, when you see money on a table and you just take it to go buy some cookies, right? It's not even your money. It's other people's money that they just piled in there to help with the city, to fill up, ditches and potholes in the streets and so on and so forth, right? Taxpayer money, all right? And it's just sitting there on the coffee table. And she just goes, man, you know what? Let me just take a skim off a little bit off the top to go get some cookies. No, you didn't misuse that money. You stole that money for your own enjoyment. All right. So you can have some dessert. And apparently she went and bought about $3.65 million worth of desserts, y'all. Okay. Misuse. You can miss me with that nonsense. Okay. You could seriously miss me with that. But let's continue. All right. Former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, who was hired by the village board to investigate Henyard's handling of village finances, released preliminary findings that the village is not only in significant debt, but that credit card spending is out of control. Crazy, right? So she has not responded to requests for comment because she's nowhere to be found. She's gone, guys. Okay? She has kicked rocks. Her office did not respond to repeated requests for an interview because they don't know where she is. Village employees said Henyard wasn't in the office and didn't say when she would be because she's gone. She's gone, baby. She's gone. Okay? At a special village meeting Thursday night, Lightfoot, announced her preliminary investigation of Dolton's finances, found the village's general fund had a negative balance of $3.65 million as of May 31st. Come on, y'all. That's like I said again, that's a whole lot of quiche. Okay, that's a whole lot of monies, and that's not misuse. Oh, they just misused the monies. They just misused $3.65 million. No. She went on Wayfair. She went on Amazon. Okay, she was buying things. Okay, she was going on lavish dinners, lavish vacations, etc. $3.65 million of hard-working Doltonites monies, if you call them Doltonites. You know what I mean, okay? The people of Dolton's money, gone. Because she wanted to spend more money on security. She wanted to spend more money on all these other things for her own self. It was nothing for the greater city of Dolton or the greater town of Dolton. Oh, no. This was all for her own gain. Like I said, $3.65 million worth of desserts. Okay? I'm just going to call them desserts. Crazy, right? Let's continue. Lightfoot was hired by the village trustees concerned about spending like self-promoting, taxpayer-funded billboards, ads, and spending lavish dinners and trips. Dolton trustee Brittany Norwood sat down with CBS News Chicago investigators in February, saying trustees were denied requested bank statements. They were denied that. Like, so if you got trustees going, hey, we just want to know we just want to be able to follow the money, making sure that money is being spent in the proper way, so on and so forth. We have an event that we want to do for the kids, or we want to, do a back to school kind of event where we've raised some money, get some book bags for the kids and supplies and all that. And we just need to make sure that we're not overspending. We need to stay within budget. They're getting denied the requested bank statements, so that for those even just as small and as simple as that. Okay, that's crazy. The last time I received the bank statement was in September of last year, and we were $7 million in debt at that time. We were $7 million in debt at that time of last year. So at this current moment, we're saying, hey, where are the bank statements? So we know where we are. See? Understanding where we are. Last year, they were $7 million in debt. $7 million in debt. Do you realize that's a lot? Like real talk, that's a lot of money, guys. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen $7 million in my doggone life. I mean, I've seen it written on papers and in articles and stuff, but I ain't seen no $7 million because that's crazy. That's a lot of monies. And imagine being a town in which you are $7 million in debt. Okay? With credit card spending out of control and receipts for credit card purchases rarely provided, Lightfoot further uncovered spending that doesn't add up. The report shows $40,000 spent on Amazon purchases in one day. Money that's unaccounted for. Yo, come on. Come on now. $40,000, guys, spent on Amazon. Let me just say this. You can buy houses on Amazon now. Okay? I'm not kidding. Look it up. You could buy cars. You could buy anything you want pretty much on Amazon. I mean, let's be real. If you buy a car or a house unseen on Amazon, that's on you. Okay. All right. But still, no matter what, you can buy anything you want on Amazon. So what the hell is she buying $40,000 on Amazon in one day? That's one day, guys. Okay? Man, John, you ain't wrong, baby. Okay? He's like, bro, 40 can change people's lives, bro. Exactly, it could. It could change my life. Are you kidding me? It could change everybody's life. Okay? Even the richest of riches. Fit $40,000 in your pocket is $40,000 more than you had before. Let's keep it real. $40,000, God. Okay. Like, come on now. $40,000, that's a lot. And she spent it in one day. What'd she spend it on, baby? That's what I'd like to know. I want an itemized receipt. I'm dead ass. I want to see exactly what she bought. What? A whole bunch of wigs and vibrators? I'm sorry, but I'm asking for a friend. You know? What'd she buy it with for? You can buy anything on Amazon, but I'm just saying. What'd she buy it with, though? Whole bunch of negligees and dresses? Like, what did she buy it with? Like, what'd she use that money for? What did she use that money for? That would rack up $40,000. And then imagine her front door of her house when $40,000 worth of Amazon purchases just show up. I'm dead ass. Like, is it just one big ass item? Or is it like 50 items? You know what I'm saying? Because $40,000 is a lot of money. What, brand new computers, TVs, and flat screen TVs and stuff? I'm just saying, wow, $40,000. Okay, but let's continue on. My bad, guys. Let's continue. All right. And that money is still not accounted for. Okay. I want an itemized breakdown of exactly what she bought on Amazon. Please, can we get that at some point? I would kill to see that. Yeah. The whole John coming in with facts. The whole Amazon truck would be at her house for like at least 45 minutes. Okay. At least, bruh. Dropping that stuff off. Okay. Real talk. Being like, yeah, all this stuff is you. This whole truck mine? Yes, ma'am. This whole truck yours. Okay. So, and please miss me with, I hope she's not, when she does end up showing up, unless she's like hanging out doing yoga with Russell Simmons right now. Okay. If she shows up, and when she does, hopefully she's not sitting here making up some BS saying, oh yeah, see what had happened was, that 40,000, I did, I bought all that stuff for the kids. It was all for the kids. I'm waiting for that BS. Wait, she's going to be like, oh, it was all for charity. I bought all that stuff for charity. Okay. Give us an itemized list of exactly what you bought so we can so the people of Dolton can sift through it and find out if all of it was for charity. Because I guarantee you, she was probably buying some Gucci, some Versace. Okay? Trying to be in the best of threads. Looking like a mother-loving superstar. Right? But this is crazy. Okay. These are somebody using one of the credit cards. Okay? So this is what former Chicago Mayor Lightfoot said. Another question lingering remains about money spent on police overtime, with 2 officers racking up 6 figures in pure overtime last year. More than doubling their base pay. So you got 2 officers that are getting paid overtime. Okay? They're getting paid overtime to protect her body. Getting paid overtime. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. More than doubling their base pay. 6 figures they're making protecting her. Oh, and let's not forget, they're also, from my understanding, security being put out at other locations that she owns. Even though she's not there, they're just there. Just in case ish hits the fan. This woman took everything she could, okay? She took all the money, all the access that she had, and let that go straight to her head, thinking that she is literally the queen of this domain. And she must have guards and security at every place that she goes to, owns, etc. Now, she's not the president. She ain't running for president. Yes, I get she's the mayor. And I get that there's a lot of people that have a lot of hatred towards her because people have been side-eyeing her for a long time now. There's been I'm sure, a lot of threats being hurled in her direction. But you really have security patrolling areas that you aren't even at? And you're spending that taxpayer money on that as well. Not just, hey, I'm going to the local Piggly Wink and I need to make sure, that I have proper security detail to protect me while I'm there. Okay, cool. Fine. Not, that watering hole that I own over there, or that piece of property that I own over here that I never go to, by the way. I need somebody to go in and just run security detail on that particular property. You ain't even been there for like 7 months. So what are you talking about? This is the kind of money that she's spending on just security detail alone, guys. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So one officer made up to $108,000 in overtime alone in fiscal year 2023 and $114,000 in the 2024. Okay, up against the regular pay of $72,000. Okay, and $87,000 in the fiscal year of 2024. The other officer racked up $87,000 in overtime in 2023, $102,000 in 2024 against regular pay of $55,000. Man, more than double for sure. Okay, and $73,000 in 2024. Deputy Chief Lacey was fired last week, okay, was paid $96,000 in overtime last fiscal year. The village has been unable to pay all of its monthly expenditures with its available cash balance because they're in debt. $3.65 million in debt. None of the village's trustees responded to requests for comment on Lori Lightfoot's report. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I'm not surprised. Okay? Real talk, I am not in any way, shape, or form surprised. This is embarrassing. This is disturbing. This is sad. This is also very scary because you got to remember, we got somebody in office. Doesn't matter if you got somebody who is a mayor or who runs the country, whatever it is. We instantly we vote them in, and we go, hey, we trust that they're going to do everything they can for the betterment of our city, our state, our country. But the thing is just like in that movie, The Watchmen. Who's watching The Watchmen? Now, let's talk about this. You got trustees asking for bank statements, etc., for all of this stuff to understand how and where the money is going, right? Follow the money. What's going on with this? So on and so forth, right? They haven't gotten a bank statement since last September when they were in $7 million in debt. Now, you got trustees, and I'm sure there's more than just two involved. Why wasn't there more aggression, more of an aggressive attempt? I know now they brought in Lori Lightfoot to do this investigation and to dive into this whole thing. And now things are being unearthed. But this woman has been mayor of this town for a while now. And if this has been a problem for a while now, I'm wondering why it took so long to get to this point right here. Again, this is absolutely embarrassing for the town. But at the same time, they voted somebody in that they trusted, and that person took advantage of their trust, indeed. But again, if they were asking, if trustees and the sort were sitting there asking for statements, for proof of where money was being spent, so on and so forth, so that they can get an understanding of where money is going and all that, so they can keep things in balance, and they didn't receive anything for almost a whole doggone year, that's a problem. If they were sitting there going, hey, we need this, and you didn't give us anything last week, they should have been asking every single week. In fact, it turns into every single week, then it turns into every single day, then it turns into every single hour, then it turns into every single second, to the point where you go, here's proof positive, right? That we have no proof, like that we have not received these things, right? I just feel like there needs to be a different procedure. It has to be mandatory. Not, it takes this long to get to where we are right now. Because then they can stop this from actually happening. You see what I'm saying? Well in advance. And I'm sure somebody just said they have tried. And yeah, and I get that. Okay, I get that. But what I'm trying to say, and thank you, Kayleen, okay, for that, and also Christy, thank you so much. They tried to recall her, but it failed. Okay, but see, that's the problem. See, there's some sort of there's something that's not working here, right? There's something that's not right here that needs to be fixed as soon as possible, in my personal opinion. Procedure, right? And I get it. It's all this BS red tape that you got to get through and go through and all that stuff. But at the same time, the fact that they try to recall her and it failed is absolutely mind-blowing to me. If you already have the paperwork to show proof positive that you've already asked for bank statements, for proof of purchases, etc., and that mayor is not giving that to you, that's a problem. There should be zero tolerance on that type of stuff, in my personal opinion. Zero, right? So I'm wondering if there's some new way or a new procedure that can be brought in that can literally tighten this thing up so that this does not happen ever again. As soon as you go, I need bank statements. Hey, say less, bro. Here it is. Boom. Not, yeah, I'll get it to you when I get it to you. You'll get it soon. 8 months later. We got to do a whole deep dive now, and we got to bring in ex-mayor Lori Lightfoot to do all the deep diving. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. There's got to be a better and more tight-knit way, surefire way of calling that person out, having stuff recalled, etc. There's got to be a different way, because this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. Okay, so we got some videos that we're going to look at here really, really quick. Okay, and again, if you guys don't mind, please and thank you. Let me get some of these things here too. I appreciate all the new members and all the members chats and everything. Don't forget to hit that like button down below. Crush it, crush it, crush it. Do what it need to do. Okay, would love to get some more interaction here. Let's get it past 600 likes. All right. If you appreciate me giving you guys the information, throwing a little jokes here and there, I appreciate you guys. If you can do me that solid, hit that like button down below. Send it past 600 likes, okay? Keep the conversation going in the family chat. I really do appreciate it. Please do not forget, of course, crush that subscribe button. Crush it, okay? Crush it, all right? Hit that follow button if you're watching elsewhere, okay? We got some things we're going to get into, but here really quick, Crystal, thank you so much. I think you're just refreshing, becoming a member again, but I appreciate you becoming a member, re-upping. I appreciate it. And just like Crystal, please consider becoming a member, Okay, hit that join button down below, please and thank you. Immortal, what up, man? He's been a member for almost for over 40 months. That's a long time. Thank you, brother. I appreciate your support. That's a long time. You know what I mean? You must really like me. I appreciate it. All right. Last year was 7 million in the hole, and you let her keep going. Yep. See what I'm saying? 7 million in the hole, and then it was like, oh, it'll be fine. We'll make it. We'll make it up next year. And it's like, no, that's $7 million in the hole. Hamburger. That's $7 million. Okay. Oh, you're new. Crystal, thank you. Thank you so much for being a new member. I appreciate it. Yeah. So yeah, just like Crystal, become a member. Hit that join button down below, dag nabbit. All right. I appreciate it. Let's get into some videos here. We got some videos we got to look at here. Okay. But again, crazy stuff. Dr. Ed. What up, Doc Ed? Welcome to the family. Welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a member. It means a lot. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Welcome to the family. Yes, the membership, the membership is just fine. The water's just fine. Perfect temperature at all times. So hit that join button down below. Become a member. Okay, let's get into some videos. All right, and then I think I'm going to put up a poll here in just a little bit because I did it a couple days ago. I'm going to put up this poll here again because I got some news for you guys in a little bit. All right, but this woman, in my personal opinion, she kicked rocks. We are going to go a little bit backwards, okay? Or a little bit from the beginning. So, or not from the beginning, but from a few days ago. So just ride with me. Let's rock and freaking roll.
Happening tonight in South suburban Dolton, a much-awaited report from former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. She's expected to release findings from her investigation into corruption claims surrounding Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard. ABC5's Regina Waldrop is live in Dolton tonight with what's expected to be a pretty tense meeting. Regina?
Stephen, Lightfoot launched this probe in April. For the first time tonight, she's expected to talk about the findings, and this room filling up fast with residents who are here for it. Now, Lightfoot just made her way into the room here at the Dolton Park District. Right now, she is talking to residents who are here. The former mayor and federal prosecutor was hired by 4 village trustees to investigate Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard's spending habits. During her 3-year tenure, Henyard has faced numerous allegations of corruption, reckless spending, and retaliation.
Now, here's the thing, though, guys. I do have a quick question, because I know some people are like, "Oh, yeah, they brought in Lori Lightfoot because she can she's been there, done that, right? That she's embezzled, she's stolen money, so on and so forth." I don't know about all that. Okay, I don't know Chicago politics and all that, but I am still quite curious as to why they hired Lori Lightfoot to do the investigation. That's one thing I've been curious about, big time. That's one piece that I still have in my mind. Why was she hired to come in and do this deep dive? I don't know her background though. So, but I think that's very interesting nonetheless. Okay, let's continue on.
Henyard's also the focus of a number of lawsuits and federal probes. Lightfoot is said to have also looked into a controversial taxpayer-funded economic development trip to Las Vegas last year. Mayor Henyard was on that trip along with a handful of village representatives and her former assistant. That former assistant claimed while on that trip, she was assaulted by a Dolton trustee and later fired. She's filed a civil lawsuit against Henyard and the trustee, accusing him of assault and Henyard of retaliation. The Department of Human Rights is...
Hold on. Can we roll that back just a little bit? She did... What happened here?
Las Vegas last year. Mayor Henyard was on that trip along with a handful of village representatives and her former assistant. That former assistant claimed while on that trip, she was assaulted by a Dolton trustee and later fired. She's filed a civil lawsuit against Henyard and the trustee, accusing him of assault and Henyard of retaliation.
What happened? They were out kicking it, and then, they're out on a trip, and then all things went haywire? Maybe somebody had too many shots of tequila or something like that? Because that's weird, right? Why would there suddenly be... Interesting.
The Department of Human Rights is now investigating. Now, we did reach out to the Henyard administration for a comment, but we have yet to hear back. This meeting gets underway at 6:30, and we'll have a live report coming up tonight after the Olympics. I'm live in Dolton. Regina Waldrop, NBC5.
Now, of course, we're going to skip forward a little bit, but like I said, this is from a few days ago. Okay, this is from a few days ago, and pretty crazy stuff, right? And then they had a full on meeting, right? They had talking about this investigation on her spending and all that. Okay. And so let's continue.
More news to talk about tonight. Where did the money go in Dolton? That's the question former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot was hired to answer. And for the first time tonight, she revealed some of her preliminary results of her investigation into questionable spending by Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard. NBC5's Regina Waldrop has been covering this story from the very start and is live tonight in Dolton with some of those startling findings. Regina?
Stephan, there were a lot of gasps from residents who were listening to this presentation, and I talked to several people after, and they said they knew things were bad, but they did not expect this. In Dolton tonight, a packed room for a long-awaited presentation on the village's financial crisis. Former Chicago Mayor and federal prosecutor Lori Lightfoot discussing her initial findings of an investigation into the spending habits of Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her administration. Some of the key findings: no annual report or audit since 2021. The general fund for day-to-day operations in the red with $3.65 million. Police department expenditures up 21%, with 2 officers paid more in overtime pay than regular pay. As of June 18th, 589 checks totaling more than $6 million approved, but not sent to vendors.
And roll that back a little bit because that's some important info.
Lori Lightfoot discussing her initial findings of an investigation into the spending habits of Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her administration. Some of the key findings: no annual report or audit since 2021.
Let's just look at this. No annual report audits since 2021. So for 3 years, nothing. Okay. General fund in the red at $3.65 million, which we've already talked about, and it's in the title, it's in the thumbnail, for crying out loud. Pretty crazy stuff. Police expenditures up by 21%. 589 checks totaling at $6 million approved but not sent. 6 credit cards, very few receipts, and purchases under investigation, which we've already talked about as far as like her Amazon spending habits and all that stuff. I mean, there's more. It's not just Amazon, but Amazon is one of them, for example, that she spent $40,000 in one day, in one whole day. All right. But that's crazy just looking at this breakdown, right? Honey, you ain't wrong. Okay. All right. My prediction, Tiff will be found out of state under an assumed name with money in accounts with the assumed name on them. Yep. That's my assumption as well. Okay. That's my assumption. I'm thinking that she's not in the state of Illinois right now. That's what I truly think. Unless she is literally hiding in her home. But at the same time, they would have been found her inside her home by now. You feel me? So nah. This is all bad. She gone, guys. I really think that she put some escape money on the side so that she could run. She knew this was coming, and she put things aside so that she could run. She is in Mexico right now, drinking margarita and having a grand old time. Man, like I said, she could be out with Russell Simmons just doing warrior poses and stuff like that, just chilling in Bali. All right. Sweating with no AC, no central air. All right. That's what I think. All right. She gone. She kicked rocks. She is on the run. That's what I believe. But that's just my prediction.
The general fund for day-to-day operations in the red with $3.65 million.
Also, I want to point out, the general fund is only, we're just talking about the general fund being $3.65 million. So there could be a whole lot more money in the red, causing the city or this town to be in the red. Let's not forget that too. They're just saying the general fund. That's just the tip, baby. That's just the tip.
Police department expenditures up 21%, with 2 officers paid more in overtime pay than regular pay. As of June 18th, 589 checks totaling more than $6 million approved but not sent to vendors. 6 different credit cards with receipts rarely provided, and purchases under investigation, including $40,000 in charges to Amazon.
You may hear a number of things in the coming days, but what I can assure you is the information that we have shared, that we're putting our names on, is drawn directly from the financial records of this village.
I knew we were broke, and the way she broke it down, and just let the other residents hear what was really going on, because Tiffany Henyard always talk about fake news, and this is real.
Henyard is also the focus of a number of federal probes and lawsuits. Lightfoot says her administration did not cooperate with this investigation. Now, we did reach out to the Henyard administration for a statement, but have yet to hear back. As for next steps, well, Lightfoot said this investigation not over. There's still a lot of work to be done out here. Some other developments tonight: the board recently approved a change to the village's credit card policy, and the acting police chief was placed on leave Monday. They say he has now been terminated. There's a plan for a hiring freeze and layoffs, and also the board says the locks at Village Hall have been changed. That means elected officials out here can no longer use their Village Hall.
Now, hold on. So this is what I heard, and I was like, wait a second. Did they really change the locks at the in the town hall? What? Hear this again.
There's a plan for a hiring freeze and layoffs, and also the board says the locks at Village Hall have been changed. That means elected officials out here can no longer use their Village Hall.
Now, why would that happen, right? Why would there suddenly be a thing where you can't get access to the town hall? Why would Tiffany Henyard, this corrupt super mayor of Dolton, why would she why would she change the locks of the town hall? Why? I'm just saying. Is there what? Is there a dead body inside the town hall? Like what is it? Why would she change the locks to the town hall? Maybe somebody out here will know a little bit, okay? Like let me know. Okay? Let me know. But I'm curious. Is that where all her Amazon purchases are? Inside town hall? You just walk in, there's a room full of flat screen TVs. Let's be real. Okay? All the computers and flat screen TVs are right in there. You know what I'm saying? Have mercy, man. She changed the locks to the town hall. What the hell?
Of course, there's so much happening out here, and we will continue to stay out here
No
and
doubt.
follow this developing story. I'm live in Dolton tonight. Regina Waldrop, NBC5 News.
Regina, thank you. Another big story we're following this morning: the outrage and the shock in South suburban Dolton last night during a packed meeting. That's where residents.
Yeah, like I said, this is thick. This whole video itself is so thick. You know what I'm saying? Thick. All right, which we're going to get into a little bit more here. All right. What's up, pretzels and cornbread? Oh, you changed it. Okay. Paranoia. Yeah, maybe. I mean, she clearly knew something was going to happen, right? She clearly knew that, it was coming, right? But again, I'm going, why lock the key? Why change the locks to the town hall? Right? Nita said, come shop at the town hall. You know what I mean? So she'll just do a quick video. Come on down. Fire sale. I'm so crazy. These, I keep dropping. I'm sorry. I keep dropping prices. I'm going insane. We got a crazy fire sale right down at the town hall. Come on down. I'm so crazy. You'll be so surprised. You want to smack your mama. You know what I mean? Like, what? What did she change? The locks to the town hall. She must have paperwork in there that she doesn't want anybody to see, right? And she wants to have an opportunity or get her minions and her people to come down and maybe burn that, shred and burn that paperwork, right? Because that doesn't make any sense. Sue said, but wait, there's more, right? Everybody comes out and get a flat screen TV, you get a free computer. Yes, I said a free computer. Fire sale, fire sale. I've lost my mind. Okay? Yes, I'm having a lot of fun. Tay's mom, I'm having a lot of fun. I love my job, especially when you get, you get stories like this. This is like num num num. You know what I mean? This is like a cupcake. You know what I mean? This is fun. This is fun. I mean, it's sad. Let's be real. Hold on. Left turn. It's sad because you got a whole town of people being completely screwed over. I'm just saying, when crooks are getting caught, that makes me so, I salivate. It's like looking at a thick, juicy steak. You know what I'm saying? And for you vegans, a thick, juicy mushroom. Okay? Portobello. All right? But at the same time, dagnabbit, she's a crook. And the fact that she's on the run right now blows my mind. And they tried to get her, and they were not successful in the past. And I'm still wondering, why weren't they successful in the past? Because she should have been locked up a long time ago. Okay? Locked up. But we'll see where she turns up. Let's be real. She will turn up at some point. She shall. Okay? She shall. Just give it time. Oh, and also really quick, guys. Okay, we're going to continue on. There's still more. But wait, there's more. Crazy fire sale down at the town hall. I bought so much stuff, I lost my marbles, right? So I do have a poll. Please go over to the poll. Vote over there at the poll. Starting tomorrow, actually, I am going to be doing a nightly news show. Okay. Yes, we are still going to be talking about true crime stuff and all that stuff. That's still going to be intertwined in that show, but we will be talking about multiple things in one show. I am still going to be doing my morning shows and all that stuff. I'm still going to be covering all the things that I'm used to covering on my morning shows for sure. But my night shows are now going to be more, covering things that have gone on in the world, other news topics, so on and so forth. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. So it'll be covering everything from the true crime all the way to the pop culture and everything in between, even a little bit of political. I'll be bringing in guests onto the show, commentators, etc., to be a part of the shows. But it will be a show that will be more than just one topic for the entirety of the show. Just wanted to let you guys know that. Of course, there'll be one main headlining story that we will be diving into and discussing at length, but there will be other pieces and there'll be other segments on the show, a part of that show, if that makes any sense. So I have a poll that is up at the top of my YouTube channel if you're watching on other platforms right now, and I urge you, I beg you, I ask for you guys to just please go over there and just put in your vote, right? Still the same show, still same me. It's just that we're going to be adding a little bit more to the show. Okay. That's all I ask. Okay. That's all I'm asking. All right. Boom. That's all I'm asking. Okay. So please go over there, check it out. Like I said, I want to be able to talk about other things on the night show, because there's a lot that happens during the day, and just be able to cover those pieces as well. Right. And of course, yes, one main headlining story will be the main focus, but then, there'll be little bits and pieces throughout the show, so there's more variety. Okay? So please go over there, vote if you can. That'd be greatly appreciated. I'm starting tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm starting it. Okay? So please and thank you. Okay? Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you, mods. It's crazy that people are out here doing that kind of stuff. I'm serious. Okay. Yes, Remnant. I saw all that. That's insane. That stuff is insane. Okay. That whole thing about the evicted beauty shop. Insane. And I feel a little unfair, but that's just my personal opinion. We'll talk. I'll try to bring it up for the show tomorrow. Okay. For tomorrow night. All right. But again, go to the poll, put in your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, okay? But like I said, now is time to bring in that new era of the show, something I've been dreaming about for years, and something I wanted to bring back into the show and or back into this platform. So please check it out if you can, okay? Like I said, I'm still going to be covering all the other stuff that I'm usually covering, but then I will be doing a show at night that will be multiple things in one show, if that makes sense. Okay, but let's continue on, guys. All right, we gotta get into here. All right.
Started to learn the scope of the village's financial problems.
NBC5's Jen Shantz joins us now live in studio to explain how even more issues can come to light.
Certainly a possibility. Now, the person leading this investigation, former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, who's also a federal prosecutor, says this investigation is not over yet. What she did find so far led to gasps from some residents. Things like $40,000 worth of Amazon purchases using the village's credit cards, which rarely had receipts provided. Take a look. This was the packed room in Dolton last night where Lightfoot presented those initial findings into the spending habits of Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her administration. Lightfoot's findings showed there's been no annual report of audits for the village since 2021. The general fund, which covers day-to-day operations, has been steadily declining and is now in the red to the tune of $3.65 million. Police expenditures were up 21%.
Now have already like kind of repeated this stuff, but let me just see if there's anything here. Hold on.
Administration did not.
I felt when I started seeing these numbers. So I can imagine how all of you are feeling after all this time being in the dark. And I just want to let you know that this isn't just a job. This isn't just some task. We feel this. And so we have worked very, very diligently, very hard under difficult circumstances to get as much information as we could to share with you.
The village board did recently approve a change to the village's credit card policy. The acting police chief was placed on leave Monday and has since been terminated. There's also now a plan in place of a hiring freeze and layoffs. NBC5 has reached out to Henyard for a statement on all of this. We've yet to hear back. And on top of this, the village board says locks at Village Hall have been changed for at least the third time.
Third time, guys. Third time that locks have been changed at the town hall.
That means elected officials don't have access. Still a lot of chaos, a lot of unanswered questions here, and potentially more figures to be sorted out, something we will be following very closely. Evrod, Michelle?
Like I said, this is absolutely, I don't understand how this was even allowed, okay? The fact that this is the third time that locks have been changed, elected officials can't even get access into the actual town hall at all. So then how are they able to conduct their regular everyday things, you know, the necessary things that they need to conduct, like this particular meeting, right? This congregation of people that came in to find out about, you know, the spending investigation and all that stuff. They did this in a completely different place. This was supposed to be conducted in the town hall, but because the doors are locked, they couldn't conduct this particular meeting in the town hall. That's a problem. How is this allowed? Somebody break the damn windows and break in that mug. Yes, I know taxpayer money is big, a little light right now, okay? But at the same time, shoot, get access to the building. Wow. It's so crazy. It's crazy, guys. This is real. This is real life.
We want to highlight a couple of
Let me turn this up.
credit card purchases.
Yo, so what? See how everybody's reacting right now? Everyone's having this huge guttural like reaction right now because they're looking up at the screen and she is showing them what she's spending money on. They're looking at the Amazon, you know, $40,000 spent on Amazon. They're looking at all this stuff. Like I said, she's sitting there going, here's the information. And they're all like, what? See, the next thing I'm wondering is, so what's going to happen for the people of Dolton? Are they going to be able to, I don't know, sit there and go, I ain't paying my taxes this year. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't paying my state taxes. I ain't paying my whatever. I ain't doing none of this. Like, do they get like a little bit of a few years off because of this? Or do they have to continue paying taxpayer money or continue paying taxes? Because this is unjust. Absolutely unjust. And see, as somebody also said in the chat, and that's the other thing I fear too, is what? This is going to be an uptick in rent, uptick in prices that they already have, that are already steep, are already too much. What, you're going to increase the price of a gallon of milk again? Again, like we are already dealing with a lot of bad situations where prices for things that were not as expensive are now expensive, right? We are all hard working, tax paying individuals, at least most of us are, maybe not Wesley Snipes, but we all pay our taxes for the most part. And we all are trying to survive out here. So what are you going to do? You're just going to uptick everything more and put it on the people who have been rid of this money, who have been bamboozled, that have been stolen from? That's the question I have. That's the question I have, because we already are in a bad situation right now. We're already in a bad place. So how are you going to remedy this? How are you going to remedy this without them going back into the people's pockets and going, I need a few more dollars more, when everybody's already scraping by? Everyone's trying to make $1 out of 15 cents right now, 50 cents. Everybody. So what are they going to do to remedy this situation? Aside from bringing this piece of work, Tiffany Henyard, to justice, aside from her getting locked up, which I hope comes, that's the inevitable. What are they going to do to remedy this so that the people of Dolton don't feel like they're getting swindled again? That's the question I think a lot of us are still wondering right now as we speak. Let's continue on. But you heard that reaction, right? You heard that reaction. They all were sitting there going, wow. They're looking at this information like, wow, right? Pretty scary stuff, to say the least. Pretty crazy stuff. So let's continue on. They're reacting.
You're having the same reaction that we did when we saw it.
Now everybody's laughing because they're like, I can't believe this. But look at this. Actually, it is about $40,000. Okay. It looks like 5,000 Amazon, 4,700 Amazon, 3,300 Amazon. Of course, I'm rounding up. Okay. I'm rounding the numbers. You got Wayfair at around $8,000. Best Buy. You got, I don't even know what Giftly is, but that's a new one for me. Walgreens, Target, you got Target up in this mug. And of course, she's sitting there going like, yeah, I'm just as surprised as you guys are. And they're all laughing because they're like, we can't believe this. Like, we've been telling you guys this woman is stealing from our pockets right in front of our faces while smiling. And now when they finally see the proof, they're like, yeah, so see, that's why we now know why things haven't changed. I don't see no Temu. I don't see no Fashionista. Not yet, at least. Okay. But it's coming. You got $3.65 million gone. I'm telling you, she used a lot more of this money on a lot of things online. Trust and believe. By the way, they say some examples of notable charges identified to date are below. Some of the examples. So they haven't even shown any of them, all of it yet. Okay. They haven't shown them the whole itinerary, the whole receipts, right? They're not even, she's not, this is just examples. And of course, they're going, okay, the biggest one here is the Amazon. And remember, this is just only the course of, let's see, you got January, you got, okay, this is only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months collectively on here. And there's a lot of space in betweens, right? So I guarantee you, and remember, there's still 3+ years maybe of stuff that they haven't even seen, guys. They haven't even seen. And again, $40,000 on Amazon alone. I know that's not $1 million. I know that's not $3.65 million, but still, that's still a lot of money being spent on God knows what.
So in particular, we were very concerned to see the top 3 purchases that were highlighted for you that were booked on January 5th of 2023. That's roughly $40,000, a little more than that, in credit card purchases on Amazon in the same day. And our understanding is that the village does not have an Amazon account. These are somebody using one of the credit cards and charging these amounts using your tax card.
They don't have an Amazon account. This is somebody individually going and taking the credit card of these hard working Doltonites, okay, and are charging this.
We suspect we're going to.
Yes. Shout out to Nate the lawyer. Yeah, real talk. Shout out to Nate the lawyer. He did a great deep dive. I think he has like two videos on this right now, just discussing this whole thing. But Nate the lawyer is a friend of the show. He's been on the show in the past and all that. Love to get him back on again to hear his thoughts on all this as well. But yes, he's put in some really great commentary revolving around this whole thing. And again, this is crazy. Somebody took this card. Okay, somebody took this card and charged that amount. They even say it's more than just $40,000. She said an upwards close to $45,000 that was spent. Right? Pretty crazy, guys. And they don't have an account, so somebody went and individually took this thing.
As you can see,
made these purchases.
Expenditures at Target, Walgreens, Best Buy, a number of charges that raise questions in our mind. Are these legitimate purchases using the credit card? What we've also found in the credit cards, I know that there's been a lot of interest in travel, and we are highlighting here on this slide some of the travel that is reflected in.
Now, here's the thing, and of course, that's the end of the actual video here. We got more. Don't worry. Wait, there's more. Okay, but again, there was lavish dinners, lavish dinners, lavish trips, all that stuff that she was spending. And again, she was accused of these things in the past. She was accused of, having these kind of lavish, these accusations of lavish spending, right? It's been going on for a while now, guys. It really, really has. But now, of course, it's been out here showing proof positive, right? That she's been out here doing some really bad things, okay? Spending money when she shouldn't be spending that money at all, okay? At all. One more, or we got more, so let's get into it.
Hi there. It was a highly anticipated presentation Thursday evening from former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. A maze of mind-boggling spending from Dolton Village officials over the last 3 years was shared.
We want to highlight a couple of credit card purchases. You're having the same reaction that we did when we saw it.
We have to find a way to rid our village of that malevolent administration that we now live in.
Chicago's former mayor was hired.
I mean, this is bad. Okay. This is really, really bad. And yeah, the fact that you got, you have other people of Dolton sitting here going like, we need to get rid of this type of corruption and all that. And the thing is you got to be careful on who is going to take over, because that person could be just as corrupt as well. I feel like this is a situation where you just came out of a really bad relationship, right? And you got to make sure that the next relationship you end up getting into, you need to protect yourself. That's it, right? The level of trust here is completely demolished. So whoever ends up taking over this spot needs to show that they're going to be 110% honest and real, right? That they're not there just for the money, or they're not there to just take money and run amok like this. These are all very damaged, hurt people. And whoever they end up electing back into that position, that person better be perfect, for crying out loud. But let's continue.
To investigate Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard's administration, revealing the shocking spending of taxpayer dollars. That reaction was to the staggering police officer overtime.
Hold on, let me show you guys. This is police department expenditures, okay? And look at this. I've already shown this, where we already talked about it in the article. But take a look at this. Officer Terry Young, his total earnings, okay, in the 2023, almost $200,000. Then the following year, it's like he got a raise, and he got almost $230,000. Same thing with Officer William Reed. He got $145,000, almost $146,000, and then the following year he got like a little bit of a raise too. Then he got almost $193,000. Okay, getting paid with that. Okay, that's crazy, guys.
2 officers making more in overtime than their base salaries last year. According to Lightfoot, the acting police chief, who isn't eligible for overtime, still raked in more than $200,000 in OT in the last 4 years.
Now, here's the other thing. If Joy Reid loves this mayor, she gonna be coming back and changing her words here real quick, because this is bad. Okay, this is not good. No person should be standing by this mayor. Optically, this is the worst thing you could be standing. This is the worst person to be standing next to. She gonna be changing her words real quick. Okay, we'll see what she says. We'll see what happens here. Okay.
I know how I felt when I started seeing these numbers, so I can imagine how all of you are feeling after all this time being in the dark.
The investigation found Dolton went from a surplus 2 years ago to a nearly $5.5 million deficit today. Lightfoot telling the crowd she's only been able to review some, but not all, credit card spending, such as 3 Amazon purchases in a single day totaling more than $43,000, an unexplained Wayfair purchase of $7,699, PayPal money transfers, and gift cards all charged to the village.
Now, hold on. Let me show you guys. What's she eating? Like, look. Okay, we already know about the Amazon. We already know about Wayfair. But she got PayPal, she got gift cards, and she got groceries. What? Was she eating lobster every single day? Lobster and caviar? What's she doing? Eating and buying the finest of foods? What the hell? What the hell?
Charged to the village.
She gonna ride off in her BMW and we'll still be here stuck.
She could ride off in her BMW. That's where some of that money is too. Let's be real. Okay. This is crazy. What's up, Nicole B? You late to the party, girl. But yeah, this is crazy. She pulling up in her BMW. These people are coming in their cars, you know what I mean, that are struggling to get by, right? And she's just taking all that money and just getting just chilling. You know what I mean? Zebedee, come on now. She is not spending it. Nigerian princess. You know what I mean? It's your queen to be. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I'm done. But no. No. She's wearing it right now. Look at what she's wearing. You know what I'm saying? That was bought on Wayfair. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what she's wearing, what she's got on her hands, like her nails did, her hair did, everything did. You know what I'm saying? She's using all that money for herself. Literally. Okay?
The Board of Trustees said this investigation revealed the information they've been fighting for. And now the work to dig Dolton out of its deficit moves into overdrive. At this time, Henyard has not been charged with any wrongdoing. However, WGN Investigates has been reporting that the FBI has been looking into the village's finances.
And they should be looking into the finances, and FBI should most definitely get involved. And I'm wondering why they haven't been involved. I'm still wondering why they haven't been involved. Okay? I really don't. FBI should have been involved in this thing a long ass time ago. Yeah, sorry if I'm skipping a little bit. Sorry, guys. If I'm freezing a little bit, my bad. But this should have been done, like this issue should have been solved a long time ago. But I want to share with you guys this video. It's a piece of a video from her TikTok that I want to share with you guys because I find it to be fairly ironic. Let's take a look at this.
Hey guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard, the People's Mayor. So,
People's Mayor, my ish. Okay.
You guys doing a lot of snitching, and y'all went and got my site shut down.
I wonder why her site was shut down and why there was so much snitching. See, this is not the kind of mayor I want. I don't know about you guys, but this is not. She's not my mayor. Clearly, she's not my mayor. But I'm just saying, this is not the kind of person that I want representing my world, my town, my family, my people. The pompous, arrogant, loud approach. Sure, some people might like that. Okay, but not everybody does. And the self-righteousness that she has. We're not even done with the video. We're only 12 seconds in this mug. But at the same time, the way that she's addressing this situation is trash to me. It's trash.
Tiffany on the Move podcast. Tiffany Henyard on the Move podcast.
Maybe that's where some of that money went. Equipment for this podcast.
Well, it's said that when truth speaks, everybody gets scared and everybody gets the running.
It's a little ironic, don't you think?
Well, just like I told you, if you want the tea, get it from me. And if you
No, we don't need the tea from you. In fact, we're trying to get the tea from you, but you kicked rocks. You on the run.
You want to check me out because I got other platforms. Go to Spotify, and that way you'll see Tiffany Henyard on the Move podcast. Yes, Spotify. And you can also go to Apple Podcasts because those are different outlets to view all the content. And y'all asked me for the receipts, but I got the receipts right here.
No, I think we all got the receipts. And it's enough. But isn't this funny? This is one of her most recent TikToks that she put up. And she has now a podcast. Just so you know, she's got a podcast. Who would have thought that she really thinks that she's like a superstar? She really thinks that she's a superstar. Oh, I'm going to do a podcast now. And I'm going to do all this other stuff. Because obviously, you know, if you as popular as the Haktua girl, you got to have a podcast because you're not important and you're not legitimate until you have a podcast, man. Okay? Without a podcast, you are nothing. You're not a real mayor. But don't you have things to do like taking care of your people, taking care of your town, handling things? Why do you need a podcast? And of course, she's got haters. That's natural. Any person that runs for any particular seat in any type of office, you're going to naturally have haters. Period, point blank. It is what it is. But at the same time, The fact that you are saying, oh, yeah, I got receipts and everybody running and, oh, give it time. The truth comes out. Well, the truth has come out. Hasn't it, though? Hasn't it? And now you are nowhere to be found.
The village of Dolton is more than $3.5 million in the hole. Mayor Tiffany Henyard is accused of misusing money, and today she's nowhere to be found.
Tara Molina spent the day in Dolton following the investigation into Henyard's spending. Tara?
Jim and Marie, former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot is the special investigator in this case. And like we first told you last night, not only did she find the village of Dolton is in significant debt, but she also found the village's credit card spending is out of control. Mayor Tiffany Henyard didn't respond to any of my requests today, and I'm told she's not in the building.
She gone.
No response to repeated interview requests. I tried to track down Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard in person today. Village employees told me she wasn't in the office.
Because they don't know where she is, guys. She's gone. She kicked rocks. She out on the lam, basically. She out on the potential lam. Let's just say that, because no charges have been charged. She is not facing any charges right now, guys. No charges have been filed against her or anything of that sort. They just want to ask her questions. They want to understand where this money went and how this money left the way it left. $3.6 million, $3.65 million. One is a lot of money, but at the same time, it is just the tip of the iceberg of the amount of money that was actually spent by this mayor. And now this mayor is gone. Okay? She didn't buy a bus ticket. She bought a flight. She bought a plane, probably a private plane, hopped on that mug and ran. That's what I think. Okay? She a runner, she a track star.
And didn't say when she would be, a day after this. A packed community meeting Thursday night, outburst after outburst. Following special investigator Lori Lightfoot's limited examination of Dolton's finances. Her report revealing as of May 31st, the village's general fund had a negative balance of $3.65 million.
Okay. And now, of course, we already know about this, right? And now she's gone. Now she is still nowhere to be found. Hold on. We got a little bit, and I'm going to share with you guys here. And this is something I thought was interesting. This is from, a place I don't know this platform, but I thought it was interesting what was being said in this piece, and I think it's something to think about. Okay, given the fact that she is gone. All right, and they make a good point here, which I thought was interesting. Take a look at this. Okay, so when 24 hours passed and no one has seen Tiffany Henyard, who is the mayor of Dolton, Illinois, a missing persons report was issued. Okay, so allegedly a missing person report was filed because she is nowhere to be found. Okay, one of the largest points of contention between Mayor Henyard and her constituents is the amount of money she wastes to have armed police at every location she owns, whether she's there or not. That's a big problem. That means that whatever police officer is assigned to her protection detail today is with her, which I think is very interesting and a very good point. Very, very good point. Okay. So then let's continue. The issue that likely led up to Tiffany Henyard's absence is that former Mayor Lightfoot was hired by Dolton's board to examine Dolton's books and to create a report. Once the report was submitted and presented publicly, Henyard's whereabouts have been unknown. Now, here is what they say is the information below. Okay? Now, hold on. Let me just fix this real quick. Because this is cray. So let's take a look at this. Ba-boom. Let's take a look at this paperwork. All right. Unfunded expenditures, increasing expenditures, cash status, credit card use. Let's get into this. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, shall we? Let's see. No. Where is it? Revenue and expenditures. The village's average monthly expenditures have increased nearly 30% from 1.9 million to 2.5 million since the fiscal year of 2022. Okay. Here are some of the things right here. Look at this. Revenue and expenditures. Let me blow this up a little bit more so we can all see this. So general admission, administrative compensation, 6.3 million, and that was in 2024. So of this year, okay, unaudited, 9.3 million within this expenditure as far as total revenue expenditures, general admission and administrative compensation. Police department. Let's just look at just this year, this fiscal year so far of 2024, 9.2. So close to $9.3 million. I mean, just looking at the paperwork itself, right? Looking at the numbers itself, just looking at it by itself for right now, pretty crazy and pretty wild stuff. Again, and the thing is that it just keeps adding up. It keeps getting total revenue, right? 24 million, but it keeps going up a little bit by every year. You know, a couple 100,000, right? A couple 100,000 every single year, which is pretty crazy in my personal opinion. All right. Now, I'm wondering if there's anything more in here, because this is the first time I'm actually looking at this as well. But again, we already looked at this before, but we saw it on the screen, but now we're seeing it here too. Total earnings for this particular officer, 194,000. Then it went up to the next year, this year, to $227,000. Same thing with this officer, Officer Reed, 145,000 to 192,000. Okay, like just add a 40,000 more dollars or so more for them. No big deal, right? Pretty crazy stuff. Acting Chief Lacey overtime pay. We understand that the acting chief Lacey has not been included in the collective bargaining unit for some time. He received overtime pay in 2022, 2023, 2024. All right. And it says here a total of $215,000 plus. Okay. 216, let's just say. Bank balance. The village has 22 bank accounts. Wow. So the majority of these accounts are designated for special revenue funds or bond escrow funds. As such, the funds are restricted and cannot be used for general operations. The police, fire, and IMRF pension assets are held in trust accounts and are not included in the 22 bank accounts above. So, above where? I guess it's down here. Maybe it's below. So the village uses one account in its main operating account to pay the majority of its expenditures. So in 2021, it was 1.5, let's just round up, 1.5 million. Then this is what they had in their bank account, main operating account balance. They had close to 1.5 million in 2021. In 2024, June, which is just a month or so ago, guys. All right. They had they had 715,000. Then there was, of course, as you can see, a $777,071 decrease in their account. But that was as of the 30th of June. So God knows what it is, what it looks like right now. Look at this. Bank balance. In addition to its main operating account, the village has historically held excess cash in an interest-bearing account managed by the Illinois Treasurer's Office called the Illinois Funds. So this is the fund account as of April 30th of 2021. It was $2 million. Then it dropped. Have mercy. There was over a $2 million decrease in their account over the time of April 30th to June 30th. There's only $3,000 left, or close to $4,000 left in the account right now. She took this money and she ran, y'all. Okay? She took this money and she ran, cabron. She ran, yo. But let's continue on. Let's take a look at this too. Again, this is what we saw on the screen, but look at this. Again, this is just samples of notable charges identified to date below. So they haven't shown everything. Trust me. $3.65 million. I'm sure the receipts, the items that they have are probably out of this world. Okay. It would take up, I'm sure, 50 pages just on, because this is years, okay, of her putting in this work. All right. Putting in this damage. But you got to remember, like I just showed you guys before, there was $2 million in one account, and then now there's only $3,000 left in that account. I mean, it's a little under $4,000, but still $3,900 left. Okay. On that account. That's crazy. But these are allegations that have been out here for a long time. Okay. In addition, there are also several charges related to travel, such as Birmingham, Alabama to Montgomery, Alabama in March 2023. 5 known travelers. Washington, D.C. in March of 2023, 4 known travelers. Las Vegas, where apparently this assault happened. I don't know what happened there, but that's something I want to look into for sure. 8 known travelers. They're probably just kicking it out there. And she was spending that money. I'm the mayor. I make money. I got access to all this money. I'm a superstar, so I can do whatever the hell I want. Jackson, Mississippi. June 2023. This is the following month. 3 known travelers. Austin, Texas. Portland, Oregon. Central and Southern Illinois. 10 hotel rooms. Why she need 10 hotel rooms for? Did she bring the whole family with her? Was it a whole family trip? And she said, our taxpayers will flip the bill. New York, New York. 1 known traveler. I wonder who that was. Maybe it was one of those cops. You need to guard my body. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Atlanta, Georgia. November of 2023. 1 known traveler as well. But still, kind of wondering who are those people? Who are those known travelers? Okay. Was she riding solo dolo, or was she riding? But anyway, moving on. Let's see. General fund is used to pay vast majority of village's expenses. As of May 31st, 2024, the fund had a negative balance of $3.65 million. The village's general fund expenditures have exceeded revenues the past 2 fiscal years, ended April 30th of 2023 to April 30th of 2024. As of June 30th of this year, the cash on hand in unrestricted accounts is insufficient to cover the $6 million of held checks. Like I said, they got $6 million checks, or in checks, that are being held right now that have not been cleared. So, like I said, this is not good. Okay? This is all no bueno. The village has no budget 4 months into the fiscal year. The village financial records have not been audited since fiscal year of 2021. All right. They have not filed the state mandated annual reports since the year 2021. Like I said, there needs to be better ways and better standard procedures where there's zero tolerance, especially when it comes to taxpayers' money. This is absolutely what I'm talking about. And again, she's not the first person that has been accused of using money to pay, other people or to use taxpayer money, at an excessive amount. We've heard this a million times before by a lot of other politicians as well. Let's be real. We've heard this. All right. We've heard this. But at the same time, there needs to be a much stricter procedure, a much stricter approach when it comes to these kinds of things. Okay. Obtain additional financial information to better understand the expenditures, additional details regarding credit card spending, detailed accounting records and reconciliations, check registers, detailed accounting of inter-fund transfers and balances, additional detail on existing financial policies and practices, travel, including Las Vegas trips in 2022 and 2023, Thornton Township. Now, I want to know, does anybody have any access to any information revolving around this trip in Vegas? If you do, please send it my way, because I want to look into it big time, because those allegations are very interesting. And I'm wondering, when they say that this woman was attacked, I'm wondering what kind of attack they're talking about. Was it a physical, like fisticuffs type of attack, or was it something that has to do with SA? That's something I'm interested in hearing about as well. All right. But again, these are the Appendix A, Village of Dolton General Fund balance. Okay. They are in negative. They are in the negative. But during the time when she was walking into this mug, okay? During the time that she was walking into this mug, the total fund balances in April of 2022 was $5.6 million, guys. $5.6 million they were doing just fine. They were humming just fine. Then a whole other year later, it went down about $3 million. Then what happened? April of this year, it goes down. Negative, goes into the red. $3.37 million in debt. And then as of this May, which I'm sure there's going to be more now, okay? I'm sure you could tack on more than just the 3.5 million, but it is 3.5 million, $3.65 million in debt as of May. And we're in August right now. And I'm sure there's been things that have been spent since then. What needs to be happening right now, guys, is that whatever accounts, whatever credit cards, whatever cards she has, whatever access she has to any of these things, they all need to be frozen. They all need to be shut down. They need to be cutting these credit cards. They need to be shutting down these bank accounts and opening up new bank accounts, because they got 22 bank accounts, okay? 22 of them that are holding monies. Well, none of them are really holding money anymore, but you know what I mean. What they need to be doing right now is freezing everything that is in her possession right now. If she's got the credit cards, if she's got X, Y, and Z, if she hasn't already cashed the money out, made that into actual cold hard cash right now, they need to be freezing everything. And yes, I agree 110%. FBI need to be a part of this, and they need to get involved in this as soon as possible. There is serious corruption that has happened right here, and the people of Dolton have been swindled, bamboozled, and run amok. Real talk, by this woman. There has been countless times where they have tried to take this woman down, and they were not able to do so. That is a huge problem, in my personal opinion. There needs to be new standard procedures in which no person, no elected official believes that they're above the law, believes that they can do what she did successfully, by the way, over a course of a couple years. She did successfully. And she did some serious damage over the course of a couple of years. That's insane, guys. That's insane and extremely dangerous. Extremely. This woman right here played the town of Dolton. She did. She most definitely did. Mimi, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Hi, Pascal and fam. Hope you all are good. Yes, hope you guys are all good out there. Real talk. Thank you so much. Gaynor, thank you so much for being a member for the past 18 months. Over a year. Thank you so much. She's probably bought a whole new identity with that money that she spent. This is crazy. Yes, it's crazy. And it's a true story. And I'm going to tell you this too. This is a tale as old as time as well. Okay? Really, this is a tale as old as time. There's a lot of other politicians that have been accused of misusing money. This is the first time I've ever heard about a mayor being successfully accused of this and then also kicking rocks. The kicking rocks part is wild to me. We've already heard about embezzling and misuse, stealing of money, taxpayer money, and them being, held accounted for and them paying the piper, right? But I've never heard about a mayor actually getting up and running. And just disappearing. She may not really be on the run. She may be at home, chilling in her basement, just smoking a lot of cigarettes and drinking a lot of wine. I don't know. Stress drinking. That could possibly be it. But at the same time, nah. She out her. She gone. That's what I think. Okay. Caitlin, thank you so much for being a member for the past month. Oh, a month. Wow. Enjoy the topics. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. And random advice. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I really do appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the love. Okay. Yeah. Talisa, I'm wondering the same thing. Where's 2020? Where's Dateline? Where's 48 hours? Right? Where's Brian Enton? I'm being real. Where's Brian Enton? She is a missing person right now. Literally, she's a missing person right now. So where's Brian Enton at? He should be right there, boots on the ground in Dolton, just being like, where is Mayor Henyard? Interviewing everybody, asking questions, doing his amazing investigative work, and finding out what actually happened here and where she actually is. So has somebody knocked on her front door yet or not? Okay. But I think she's gone. I think she ran, guys. She gone. Okay. She gone. Oh, Raven McCall, thank you so much. And again, thank you so much for being a member for the past 21 months. I appreciate it. Yes, she did. She actually did. She actually did have a birthday just recently. Yeah. So she's a whole year, guys. Have mercy. Okay. My baby girl growing fast. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you asking that, Raven. Okay. But back into the conversation. All right. Back into the conversation. Now, hold on. I am going to look something up here. Let's just see something. Okay. I'm going to check out her IG. Let's take a look at her IG. If it's still up, she may have it down. I don't know. Wilder things have happened, guys, right? But let me take a look at her IG and see. And just see if she's, if she has posted something as of late. Now, here's the thing. Hold on. So that was a week ago. Let me show you. Take a look at this. She posted this a week ago. Hold on. Let's see what this is. She posted this a day ago. All right. So apparently, inspirational speakers, blah, blah, blah. This is supposed to be, that was supposed to happen yesterday. Okay. Now, if she really was there, then she hasn't ran. Okay. But this was something that was posted a day ago. Residents, come out and get your free book bags and school supplies. Remember, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Interesting. But yeah, crazy. Hold on. Let me see. One more thing. We're gonna look at Facebook. We're gonna see. All right. Let's see. Let's see if she's posted anything on there as well. Because just because she posted something doesn't mean it doesn't mean that she ain't hiding, right? So here's something. Allegedly, she was live. That was 18 hours ago. Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard did it again. There she is. That's her face. That was 18 hours ago. So she out here 21 hours ago. Bouncy, like a whole little thing that she was doing. Back to school event. That was 21 hours ago. Okay. Hold on. Let me see what I can do here. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Let me see what I can do. Come on. 1 second, guys. Because, I mean, let's be real. Just because she's out here doesn't mean that she's out here. So if she live streamed, okay, if she live streamed, this is a pretty long video. So hold on 1 second, guys. But if she really did live stream, and that really is her, I mean, you know, that's crazy. But I'm trying to pull up I'm trying to like actually download the video. So just give me a second while it does its thug thizzle. All right. But you can see right here. I mean, she's right there. Bang. That's so weird. That's unbelievable in my personal opinion. So hold on. That's unbelievable. So she's still doing stuff. But see, that's the thing. You know what I mean? What I find to be really interesting, and Pierrette just said this. Let me read this here really quick. So she was in the community yesterday, but yet the community didn't go after her. That's the thing too. Literally, I was just about to say that. Okay, play the live stream to see if she's really there or just somewhere else. I'm gonna play it, so give me a second. I'm downloading the actual video because whenever I do anything while I'm live on this computer, it gets sticky and all that. So I'm trying not to have it be sticky. Okay, so we can actually watch the actual video. But that again, it's very interesting, and you can see in the reflection in her glasses. Ooh, that is loud as hell. But you can see in the reflection of her glasses that she is there. Okay. It's not like she's in someplace else. But I also find it interesting. Yes, I agree with what Pierrette just said. They're not out here. They're not out here getting after her. Now, I get it. It's a fundraiser. You know, it's a charitable event for people in need. Right. So I get that piece too. But I don't know if she's sitting there thinking that she's done no wrong, and you know, like I said, she doesn't. I don't think she thinks that she did anything wrong. Hold on. Still unbelievable to me. Well, that is going. Let me see if I can pull this one up. This is another video that she posted about. She posted on the 31st of July. So I'm going to pull that up here. 1 second, guys. Yeah, Raven. Yeah, she has an entourage of police. Absolutely. So if anybody was to try to go up to her and try to say, like, you know, you stole our money, that kind of thing. You need to pay, you need to, own up for what has happened here, so on and so forth. We haven't seen anything like they may have been blocked off. There's a possibility of them getting blocked off by police because of her security detail. She really thinks she out here like like she's Saweetie or freaking Sexy Red or something like that. She really thinks that she's a superstar. It's crazy. I get it. You're a public figure. I get that 100%. But she is literally out there. She's out there. Okay. Black Lake, thank you so much. And not her at a charity event. Protect those funds. Absolutely, Black Lake. I agree 110%. You got to, make sure that stuff is, this is crazy. Like I said, it just doesn't make any sense. Penny, thank you so much for being a member for the past 6 months. She made a comment to Lightfoot saying it's all fake news. Interesting. But see, this is what angers me so much, because people can automatically sit there and say that, and there's going to be some corner of the world that's going to be like, that's right. You're just trying to take her down. No. You can't fabricate all that stuff. You can't. You really, really can't. I think she's got some balls showing up 24 hours ago at an event. You got some balls, man. That's some balls. I'm gonna be real. That's some balls. Unbelievable. Hold on. Okay. Let me play this for you guys. This is a video that she put up, and of course I got to be careful with all this music, stuff. But this is what she posted on July 31st. July 31st. I mean, from what it looks like, okay, when we talk about optically, all right? This was on July. Okay, let me just say this. The post was made July 31st. She posted this on Facebook July 31st. This could have been done weeks before. And then suddenly now, boom, they put this out. And maybe at that time, maybe there wasn't that much, focus on the funds situation. And then you got to remember, there are going to be Henyard supporters out there that appreciate her, right? That believe her. There's always going to be that corner. Just like when she says, oh, it's fake news, if she allegedly said that to Lori Lightfoot, which, by the way, which would be wild to me, if because I feel like Lori Lightfoot and Tiffany Henyard, before all this stuff, I feel like they would be batting for the same team, if that makes any sense. So they brought Lori Lightfoot in to find out all this stuff. You think that she's going to sit there and just fabricate this stuff just for ish and giggles? I think Lori Lightfoot has better things to do with her life, not add things onto what has already been accused of on Tiffany Henyard, at least in my personal opinion, right? Now, Oscar just said she's giving those Amazon gifts out, no doubt. You know what I mean? At least that's what I'm seeing here too. Maybe that's where all that stuff is going, right? Or some of it. But at the same time, $45,000 worth of Amazon stuff to just give away? Nah, I'm sorry. Nah, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Hell to the no. See that? Did you see that? I don't know if you know how expensive golf clubs are. Okay. Where did that thing go? Let me play it. Golf clubs are not cheap, y'all. See all that? You got a T thing up over here, like one of those things. You got a whole golf club set, it's looking like, with a bag. Do you know how much one of those things are? I mean, some good clubs, decent clubs, man, shoot, starting at $2,000, maybe. They're not cheap. So we're seeing all the stuff right here. See this little T thing you can use? I don't know what the hell you call it, like a driving range practice net thingy. These things aren't cheap, y'all. These things aren't cheap. Maybe limo service, right? Of some sort, right? That's wild, y'all. That is wild. Hold on, let's hear what they got to say here.
It gives them some place to go for at least one day a month. They see friends, possibly.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see if this thing's done. It's almost done. Let me give it like 20 more seconds, and I think it should be ready to go. But because it's like a 16-minute long video. Sorry, almost 19-minute long video. We're not watching the whole doggone thing, but wild, guys. Pretty wild stuff. Don't forget to go over to the poll. Put your vote in the poll, please, at the top of the chat, please, and thank you. Before we wrap up the show, that would really mean a lot. And of course, don't forget, hit that like button down below. Crush it, crush it, crush it. Don't forget to do that. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. All right. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on other platforms. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right. We got a lot of conversations that we need to continue to be having, and we're going to be continuing those things tomorrow and tomorrow night. So be sure. Okay. But yeah, Udi, she out here, she balling, man. She just out here balling. Here's this free stuff. You get free stuff like she's Oprah, right? You get a free car. You get a free car, right? Crazy stuff. Now, let's take a look at this video here. All right. Not this one. Hold on. Not this one. This one.
You already know.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay, play it. Let me see what these kids right here can do. Let me see what y'all can do.
Okay, now this is just one of them. Here she is.
Okay. Let me see it.
I got to go again, guys.
I gotta kill it because of the music. They're blasting the music. But she's having fun.
You want to come out? Hey, Brian, where you at? Come on, here.
She's doing just fine to me. This is 24 hours ago. A little under 24 hours ago. Look at her hanging out with the kids and everything. So as much as her nowhere to be found, I guess for the last 24 hours, right? Or for the weekend until yesterday, until she went into hiding on Thursday, right? Friday, they were asking for more information to talk to her. They wanted to hear what was going on, and she was nowhere to be found. And then now she shows up to this event that she still had planned. It's still going on. And she believes, it seems to me, by her showing up and being a part of this thing, I think she truly believes that's her right here. That's her right there in front of this whole group of people. But again, you don't see anybody going up to her being like, hey, you stole money from us. You did this, this, and this. You've been a very, very bad person. You don't hear any of that. Now, here's the thing. Just so you guys know, because I know Pierre just asked this. Like, when did the breakdown from Lori Lightfoot happen? The meeting that they had was Thursday night. Friday, they were reporting that she was nowhere to be found, that she was gone, right? That she was missing. Then Saturday, yesterday, there was an event for kids. raising money, not raising money, getting supplies for school, books and all that stuff, book bags and all that stuff. She shows up there, but she's still not answering to any of the accusations that have been laid upon her before on Thursday. So I don't know. And I was literally just going to say that. The classic one. Like, what is she, a female Robin Hood? Stealing from you got to remember, this is Dolton. So, it's, what are they stealing from the people and giving it to the people? I don't know about all that. Female Robin Hood. Yeah, nah. But she is literally there and she's doing this whole thing. We're just going to scrub through a bit of it, but she's right there. Look, she's going, ooh, give me the camera. Look, we're having fun. We're doing our thing. This is all for the kids. And hey, real talk. Great thing that she's, that they're doing something for the kids, especially going back to school. A lot of kids need new book bags, need school supplies and all that stuff. A lot of families can't afford those kind of things nowadays, right? So this is still happening. She still had this event. Here we go.
Our community, despite all the negative stories, it's all fake news, welcome to fake news. All the kids out here, I had to get away from the music so you can see all the obstacle courses and the different things that the kids are doing. They all running. They all up here in the bouncy houses.
She said fake news. She said all of this is fake news.
You got this one right here. People. Turn around. People at? Right here with their baby. All the love that I get from my community, despite all the negative stories, it's all fake news, welcome to fake news. All the kids out here, I had to get away from the.
Yeah, interesting. She says it's fake news. We just heard that from her own mouth now. Ain't that something, though? Ain't that something? But here it is. She is still being accused of taking money, mishandling, misusing taxpayer money. In my personal opinion, she is stealing. Period. She is stealing. She stole money. She did all that stuff. And now she's going to play the fake news card. That's all she's doing right now, in my personal opinion. Now, just because she shows up to this event doesn't mean that she's still not hiding. She shows up to that event because she has to show up to that event, right? But where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? Why hasn't she shown up and stepped forward and taken accountability, or at least face the music of these allegations? I will say this. By you not showing up, by you hiding out, right? That shows me an admission of guilt. Instead of going, okay, let me step forward. Let me step forward and let me just face the music. Here's everything. Here's all the itemized stuff, so on and so forth. All of it was done for charity. All of it was for the kids. All of it was giving back to the community, so on and so forth. If that's the case, show up with the receipts. Show up with the receipts. But right now, you've put a town, your own town that you are leading, in some serious financial debt. That's going to make any person feel some type of way. It doesn't matter if it's all for the goodness of the kids and families that are in need. When you run a city down into the dirt like that, into the red, someone has to be held accountable for that. Someone has to. Yeah, I mean, if she wanted to be on the show, I'd be more than happy to interview her and ask her all these questions, dagnabbit. But see, that's the thing, though. She doesn't seem like the type who is willing to fully take accountability for the mistakes that she's made. She has not shown that. There's no remorse in this person. You don't see her getting in front of this and making announcements and talking about it. No. She's avoiding, and she just continues doing what she's doing. Like I said, FBI needs to get involved. There needs to be a serious deep dive into this situation. And this woman needs to step down. She needs to resign, effective immediately. Yeah, Olivia. People are losing their jobs. This is not good. This is destroying the town in which she is actually supposed to be championing for. Okay? She should be the one soldiering on and taking care of her people, and she's not doing that. But she's showering them with great times and gifts. But that doesn't change anything. That does not help anything. Okay? It will not. And it hasn't. If it ends up being rent increases, if there's food increase, gas increase, all those things, if all those things start getting added up, I'm telling you right now, people are going to sit there and go, yo, you can take this karaoke machine back, return it. I don't need it. If it means that I can spend less money on a gallon of milk, I'm with it. I don't need these golf clubs. I don't even know how to golf. Take this stuff, man. Take it back. Put it back into the account. I don't need it. Forget all these lavish gifts and trips and dinners. At the end of the day, if you're destroying your own community, what good are you as a mayor? What good are you as a mayor? Oh, and yeah, Jazz, we could talk about that too. Yeah, definitely. I could definitely agree with you on that. That police department most definitely is corrupt if you're willing to have these cops getting paid the way that they're getting paid. That's not right either. Nobody actually looked to her and said, hey, wait a second. You know, the chief, the sheriff, the chief of police didn't look at them and go, wait a second, something ain't right here. You know, these two individuals are getting paid crazy money. That's crazy. Okay. They don't need that amount. What are they doing exactly for you? So on and so forth. There needs to be accountability, and she needs to step up to the plate and do the right thing. And I get it, this event was already planned, so she's still got to do it. But at the same time, this town is totally screwed. Okay? This town is cooked. Real talk. And it breaks my heart. But I appreciate you guys voting in the voters thing. Okay. Out of 742 votes. Wow. 96% of y'all said, well, 97% of y'all, I'm going to round up a little bit because YouTube's math be weird. But you guys say, hell yeah, you're here for it. I said, I'm putting a show that covers many topics / conversations, what you think. And 97% of y'all said, yeah, I'm here for it. Yay. Okay, cool. I'm very excited about it. I'm very, very excited about it. We're going to get started with that tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to start getting it started, and then hopefully it'll blossom into something bigger and more in the, down the line. But first weeks first, we're going to try this thing out, work out the kinks, and see what we do with all of that. But guys, let's be real. What has happened here with this particular situation? Tiffany Henyard has definitely got to come out and be responsible. She needs to take accountability for all this that has happened. There's a certain level of arrogance. There's a certain level of ego that needs to be set aside. Yes, you got to have an ego. You got to have a certain level of arrogance and belief in yourself that you can be the best person for the job, that you can lead your town, be the best mayor ever, and all that stuff. I understand that. You got to have a little level of, there's got to be some ego involved for sure. Even somebody who wants to run this country, there's got to be some sort of ego involved in belief that you can take care of the country, right? When you see something like this, you see this situation that has happened, there is no way that this person there's no way that this person should be walking out of this place, out of this situation unscathed. This person needs to be held accountable for what she has done. All the things that are out here, sure. I'm sure there's an explanation for everything. Either she used that stuff, she used the taxpayer money for her own financial gain, for her own enjoyment, or she used it for the people. Regardless, though, she ran that piggy bank, okay, into the ground. Did not care about the financials of what the people need or anything of that sort. And I'm saying not only just clothes on the kids' backs and making people feel wanted and, so on and so forth. I'm saying, what about potholes? What about the cost of food? What about the cost of rent? What about all the other things that are needed in that county or in that town that she completely overlooked? Let's not forget the money that was in there, and she took that and she ran that bank account to the ground while having lavish dinners, while going on lavish trips, while spending money on security. By the way, I didn't see any security in that video that we just watched. I didn't see not one semblance of security in that video. But hey, maybe they finally cut her off. Maybe that's what they did. But she needs to be held accountable for what happened here. And if it is fake news, listen, yo, Tiff, if this be fake news, show us the Carfax. Show us the proof. Like I said, there's an explanation for everything. It just might mean that your explanation is a lie. But hey, show us the proof. And then we'll assess from there. But if there needs to be justice served, I hope it gets served very, very soon. Anyway, guys, that is the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here. It really means a lot. You guys, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Sunday, okay? Having a wonderful one. We're going to be back on tomorrow, knocking it out, talking about things that are going on in the world, because there's a lot to talk about, okay? Of course, if there's new updates revolving around this particular case, trust and believe, we will be talking about it. Trust, if there's any updates on this, we will be talking about it. Okay? So I appreciate you guys for being here. Please do me a favor before you head out. Hit that like button down below. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on other platforms. If you are watching on those other platforms, please be sure to crush that follow button. Follow me on Facebook, X/Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Check those places out. Crush that subscribe button here on my main channel. Go over to my secondary channel. That's really crucial now. Really important. Please be sure to go over to my secondary channel and crush that subscribe button on the Pascal Show clips. This is going to be more important than ever now, okay? Now that we're going to be going into this varietal type of thing, we're going to be using that secondary channel quite a bit. So if you just want bite-sized pieces of the night show, they're going to be on the secondary channel in bite-size videos, okay? So please be sure to crush that subscribe button. The Pascal Show clips, please and thank you. Don't forget, subscribe here, of course. Hit that join button down below. Become a member. Support the channel if you can. Hit that Patreon. Check it out, okay? We're going to be using a lot of Patreon in the very near, starting tomorrow. We're going to be using a lot of Patreon. So get your butts over to Patreon. Become a member. That'll be awesome as well. And of course, check out PascalMerch.com. We got some really great stuff over there. Check it out and enjoy. Okay? Anyway, guys, it is time to get going. Have a great Sunday, guys. Stay blessed out there. And I'll be talking to you guys very, very soon. Hold on. I see something here. Hold on. I have a timer for you looking at the mirror. No, oh. Ooh, Ken. Well, send it to me in the email. Love to hear about that. All right. But anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all. Have a great one. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Much love to you guys. We'll be talking very, very soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Talk soon. Have a great Sunday, guys. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.